Hey y'all, it's Anime Kim, and today I'm going to be reviewing the 9th episode of Kaguya-sama Love is War, and oh my god! This was by far the best Kaguya-sama Love is War episode by far, and let me explain why. This episode had the most hilarious jokes, it had a bit of character development for Shirogane at the very least, so that's why I thought it was firing at all cylinders. And let me just start out by mentioning some of the stuff it did. Since I'm going to talk about the characters and story for last, because that's the best bit of the episode now. The art animation, it was phenomenal. Especially in the simple sequences that Chaika, Ishigami, and Shirogane were all playing cards. It was super well animated, it was fluid, and it was epic because it gave me like Yu-Gi-Oh! Like vibes. The way they were just throwing down the cards epically. It was like, yo! So, gotta give the credit to the animations team. Like, almost every scene in this episode was well animated. Even like when there was like a typhoon and there was thunder strikes and rain, animation looked beautiful and it looked fluid when Shirogane was riding the bike when it was raining outside. It looked immensely beautiful. Everything was fluid, and you can tell the animators were not pulling back their punches from the visual standpoint. Art was gorgeous. A lot of the sequences, Kaguya looked great, she looked cute, Shirogane looked cool and badass. And then when Ishigami was like kind of mocking Chaika because she was cheating on this card game, and Chaika's expressions were like sweet and they were like pout, and it was like cute and well drawn. So I'd say even the art component was well done. Now as for the story standpoint about this episode, it was phenomenal. Almost every scene made me fucking laugh. Especially when Chaika tried to cheat in a fucking card game, when she mentioned the rules of, alright, let's play this card game and whoever gets caught cheating loses -5 points. And then I like how when Shirogane brings up the point that, isn't it normal you'd be disqualified if you cheat? And I kind of like that shit too from Shirogane. Because it made the scene hilarious. And it fits in with Chaika's character because she would probably be the type to try to cheat in a simple game too. So I kind of like that. And then when Shirogane puts in like little subtle diss saying that if you wouldn't have said anything, then I probably wouldn't have noticed. That shit was also hilarious too, how it hit Chaika, because they were playing a game to try to see who gets to visit Kaguya if she's sick. And then I like how when you have Ishigami in the thinking throughout this, man, I want to lose because I don't want to see Kaguya. So the scenes, they were funny because they all had build up and they were well done. And then to see Shirogane determined to win this game, imagining like how much closer bond-wise can be with Kaguya, was also pretty nice sight to see. I liked it. So that's why I thought the dialogue was pretty well done. It gave me a good amount of laughs. And then we end up in a situation where Shirogane wins, and then he goes, sees Kaguya, and then Hayasaka's explaining that Kaguya is like a drunk when she's sick and she's not going to remember everything that goes on and that she's not going to remember anything that she did when she was sick, and then when she goes back to normal, then she's going to start remembering stuff like normal. Ah, shit was fucking hilarious. And then I gotta give props to Kaguya's actress. She legitimately did sound like a young child when she was Kaguya was sick. So that was good on the acting staff part. And then when Kaguya tracks Shirogane into bed, and then Shirogane just gets knocked out, and then Kaguya recovers and she wakes up, and then she pushes Shirogane off the bed. I love how in the next scene, Kaguya's asking Hayasaka how far to go, and then Hayasaka sounds slightly disappointed, saying, "Oh, nothing happened." That shit just got me laughing the most. I was like, yo. But I love it though. At the very least, that shit got me laughing so much. So that's what made this episode powerful. The jokes landed from the story perspective, and from a character standpoint, it impressed me because at least now it confirms that Hayasaka, she definitely wants Kaguya and Shirogane to be in a relationship. She even tried to push it in her own subtle... No, they weren't even subtle. They were trying to push it in like slight forceful ways, and I fucking loved it. Especially when she made the sound of disappointment when they really didn't do anything with each other. That was fucking hilarious too. When she's like, oh. So this episode had hilarious scenes like that. And I like when Hayasaka in the earlier scene when Kaguya's mentioning how she ordered a taxi, and the Hayasaka's like, "You're not gonna order anything for me," and then when Kaguya's all like, "Well, you can just walk in the rain," and then Hayasaka's like, "Oh, well, hopefully karma doesn't bite you back," and that shit also made me laugh, showing off the Hayasaka. She isn't the type to take things. She isn't the type to take crap like that. She'll make a verbal comeback if she's in a situation. I like that. I think it gives Hayasaka a cool personality in this episode. So that's why I thought it also did well from a character standpoint from that. Gave us great Hayasaka characterization. Gave us some Shirogane character development. Because at least he kind of acknowledges a mistake that he should have really taken his surroundings more into consideration when he was riding his bike to go to work. He should have considered that Kaguya was waiting for Shirogane to get to a ride home, and that Kaguya was willing to give Shirogane an invite. Like, you can tell that Shirogane, at the very least, acknowledges that he should have noticed more. So that's also another cool thing. More self-improvement. You had some cool Ishigami moments, seeing off his other side where if someone's caught cheating, he like makes little disses too. I like that. Gives him a bit more of a fatherly personality on him, and it gives him much more traits too. He's not just like the sad, depressed guy. Sometimes he can make some witty banter. So I like that too about this episode. It makes him more fleshed out. And that's why I thought this episode was 10 out of 10 worthy. Thought I did a substantial amount for a few characters, and it just made me laugh, and it just made me smile throughout the majority of it. So anyways, guys and gals, these are my thoughts on the episode. Comment down your thoughts in the comment section below. Rate the video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Subscribe for more, because I'm definitely pumped up for the next episode. Alright, bye-bye, everyone.